Welcome to No Class Podcast, where the games are real, the titles are fake, and our brains are permanently glitched.
Is it real? Or is Nelson Mandela still trying to get us? You decide.
So basically, today's episode is going to be we have each prepared 20 titles, 10 real, 10 fake. They're obscure, they're old. Um, the fake ones are just goofy, obscure, fake game titles. Um, we have a little bit of a summary of these games put together so that we can go back and forth and each try to determine if a game is real or if it's fake. With that being said, how's your week been?
I'm sorry, I was reading some of these titles, dude. I love them. But no, my week's been great. Went to a show last night, hung out with the homies.
Who'd you go see?
Homies in um it was it was a death metal show, which I'm
Okay.
not really into death metal, but had to show out for the homies in
The Harmies.
86 and 9 Dead. Final Seconds of Suffering was supposed to be there, but something happened and they couldn't go. It's all very political. Not political, but it's all very messy. But
Okay.
everybody's good. There's no allegations or nothing. Just something stupid on the internet. I'll tell you afterward.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, it was great. Um, hung out with all the homies. Hung out with my future wife. It's all good day. Good day.
Everybody's a future wife if you're brave enough.
God right.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Sorry, my brain shut off.
No, you're good. How was your week?
Um, Honestly, it wasn't too bad. I spent most of the week working as per the norm, stressing out about various projects and etc. at work.
Mm-hmm.
Hung out with my kid. She finished school a day early, so that was pretty cool. Got to take
Good
her
for
out to
her.
dinner for like a celebratory kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty jazzed about that. She's excited to go to first grade. So,
Mm. First grade.
yeah, if only I could remember it. Dude, I remember my teacher. He was mean as hell.
I remember getting held back in first grade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
teacher didn't like you.
I swear that's what it was. Teacher just did not like me. Cause me and this girl in my first grade class would always like beat up on each other. Like we were friends, but we would like bully each other. And
Sure.
I think the fact that I was a boy and she was a girl, that like she didn't think that I was like I don't know. How do you hold back a first grader?
I don't know. Could you write?
Yeah, I could write just fine.
Could you
I knew
read?
all my colors. I knew all my numbers. I could count to 100.
I don't know what the requirements are for first grade. I'm not gonna lie to you,
I
Chief.
have no idea. I have no idea.
I know that my daughter, which given I think that it's kind of BS, but her school had her writing like by the end of kindergarten year, she had to write like 4 to 5 sentences that she came up with.
Mm.
And I was like, man, that feels advanced for a kindergartner. I remember like drinking milk out of carton and sitting around watching movies. Like I don't remember.
Yeah, no. I think I remember watching the old McDonald's cartoons.
Okay, with like the Hamburglar,
Yeah, with like the Hamburglar and
Grimace,
Grimace.
Graumus.
I don't know what his name is, dude.
No, I get it. Yeah, I don't remember a whole lot of in depth from back then. All I remember about first grade is that I'm the reason that Yu-Gi-Oh cards weren't allowed at school anymore.
Good for you.
Me and this kid were playing Yu-Gi-Oh and I flossed him because my mom got me Kaiba's deck and I absolutely flossed the kid and he rage quit and like slung all of our cards on the floor and then everybody was like it was like when you throw a piece of sweet bread in a pile of ants. Everybody was just like like trying to grab it. It was rough. I got my cards back though, so we chilling.
That's good. I wish I still had my Yu-Gi-Oh cards from when I was a kid, man.
I still got mine. I'd be
I
hoarding.
had I had a Blue Eyes White Dragon and I had every piece of Exodia.
Yeah, I got a handful of Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm pretty sure I got every piece of Exodia.
I had every piece of Exodia. And I also had the fake Exodia cards that were like the full Exodia. I had a couple of
Yeah,
those too.
those things were junk, dude. That made me so mad.
Those Dude, those things were gas. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I don't know where I got them from. I probably stole them from somebody. But I know I know for a fact that my Blue Eyes White Dragon was percent stolen. Somebody left that on their desk and I just kited it.
That's rough, dude.
I was a little when I was a kid, man.
Word.
I was just a menace.
um, I uh, I don't remember ever stealing anybody's cards. I
Well,
I
good for
remember
you.
flossing people with the cards I had, and I ended up with a lot of cards because I would bug my
Hmm.
mom all the time up until like GX. I think is when I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Hmm. I never
Because
actually
then nobody
played.
did. Really?
I never actually played. I just liked the cards, so I collected them. I watched the anime. I read like one or two of the mangas.
Hmm.
That was about it.
No, I liked it a lot. I was real into it. Um, yeah, no, somehow that didn't transfer to MTG. Like I didn't end up playing Magic the Gathering until way, way later, and I it was a short stint.
Yeah, no, I mean, I want to get into Magic just because I want to collect the cards. Like, I have
It's
no
so
interest in
expensive.
playing.
Yeah,
I have no interest in playing. I just want the cards. Like, I don't even care about like forming a deck. I just want
right.
like to collect the cards.
Yeah, it's mad expensive.
Yeah, I know that for a fact.
One of my homies is real into it. He actually went and competed in a tournament in Columbus a handful of months ago, and he said it
Oof.
was like a 2 or 3 day event thing, and it was like
Whoa.
the longest event of his life because like nobody's ordering like pizza and like it's not a lighthearted thing. Like it was hardcore competition. Like you were smuggling Pop Tarts in your hoodie pockets if you expected to eat that day.
What? That's so dumb. Like, not even
I
like a food vendor or something.
No, nothing. It was just in some card
That's
shop in Columbus, and he said it was hot and it was dank, and like
It probably
he,
smelled like BO and
dude,
Dookie.
it had to. But
It had to.
I know that he came out on the up. He didn't make it to like final three or anything because his homies were down, so he took the L and they went ahead and left. But yeah, okay. Game title or fever dream, my man. Do you want to start or do you want me to?
Um, yeah, I'll start. So are we just saying one and then the other person's like, "Oh, that's fake,"
So
or "Oh,
the
that's real."
the idea in the noggin for me is we're gonna go, you know, insert game title here, insert platform it came out on here, insert genre, and then like a summary, and then like when you're saying them, I will debate. Okay, I think that this is fake, or nah, that sounds real.
Okay. Okay, so I didn't go that in depth. I just said I just got titles.
Make it up,
You
or
got it.
take your best guess. If it's one of your real titles, try to take your best guess.
Alrighty. Oh, you waiting on me?
Yeah, you said
My
you're gonna
bad,
start
dog. Oh,
it.
my bad, dog. All right. Bad Mojo. A dark 1996 point and click where you play as a cockroach.
That's got to be fake. That's got to be fake.
You locking it in?
Yeah,
That's real.
no shot.
Bad Mojo, a dark 1996 point and click where you play as a cockroach.
What do you do?
You point and click? I don't know, dude.
Okay. All right. I've got Axolotl Protocol. The genre is stealth and espionage. The summary is you play a genetically engineered axolotl sent behind enemy lines in the Cold War to recover microfilm.
Microfilm?
Yeah, like microfiche, like the pre-computers. You could put it on like the
No.
shadow viewer and
No, I know what microfilm is, but
to be fair, that's also like axolotl could probably only carry microfilm.
yeah.
It ain't coming out with like a USB stick of files in the Cold War.
True. True, 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 true. Um, I'm gonna say that's fake.
That is fake.
Okay, good.
Okay.
All right. Meat Sweat Mayhem: The Gravy Reckoning. Came out in 2004. Chaotic beat 'em up set in a dystopian meatpacking district.
That's gotta be real. If that isn't real, I'm making it. That sounds awesome.
I'm so sorry to tell you, but that one is fake.
There's no shot that's fake.
That's a fake game. It sounds fucking dope though, but
If
that one is
on an
fake.
off chance there's any kind of indie game dev watching this, please, for the love of God, make that game.
Meat Sweat Mayhem: The
Because I
Gravy
really,
Reckoning.
I really want to play Me Sweat Mayhem.
Hang on. It continues. You
Oh
play
god.
as ex-competitive eater Rocco the Gut Delgado battling corrupt chefs and sentient food monsters. Features a controversial lard rage meter.
Please. Oh my god.
Oh man. That one does sound really good though. Like I'm sad that that one's not real as well.
Me too.
All right, you go.
All right, dude. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Duke splatters toilet justice.
There's
Genre
no way
is
that's real.
boomer shooter parody. A foul mouthed plumber armed with plungers and toilet bombs takes on an evil sanitation empire.
No, there's no way that's real.
You don't think?
I don't think that's real. There's no way that that's real. If it is, I'm playing it tonight.
Unfortunately, it is not real.
All right.
I'd have been really happy if it was.
Yeah, that sounds so good. Okay. Staying on the vine of toilet humor, we have Toilet Kids, Japan only PC engine shooter that starts in a toilet.
Japanese do be liking some weird stuff.
The Japanese do be liking some weird stuff.
That's got to be
That is
real.
true. Is you locking that in?
I am.
That one is real, yeah.
Yeah, dude. There was no way that one wasn't real.
Oh man, if I didn't say Japan only, you probably would have been
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
All right. My next one is Killer 7. This came out on the GameCube and the PlayStation 2. It's an action rail shooter surreal horror game. A bizarre, violent multi character game where you play as 7 personalities hunting paranormal terrorists.
Doug, I am so sorry to tell you this right now, but I have in fact played Killer 7.
Naturally. There's no way that you hadn't.
Yeah, dude, I had Killer 7 on the no. Was it only on GameCube? I feel like I had it on PlayStation 2.
Yeah, it was GameCube and PS2, yeah.
Okay. I begged my dad to buy me that. Begged my dad to buy me that. And he did. And I can't remember much from it, but I remember having a whole lot of fun playing Killer 7.
Okay,
Also,
respect.
category for another time, remake, Killer 7.
Okay. What do you got on deck for your next one?
Um, let's see. Pregnant Dracula's Moonlight Bouquet. A Japanese-only Nintendo DS game in the gothic fashion sim. You play as Countess Dracula, a pregnant vampire opening a nighttime maternity boutique. Manage undead inventory, avoid garlic, and keep your baby from kicking through the corsets.
Again, with the Japanese title, I feel like it has to be real because they be fetishizing a lot of stuff.
They do be fetishizing a lot of stuff.
That's got to be fake.
That one is, in fact, fake.
Yeah, there was no way. The more I thought about it, the more I was like, I could 100% see that being a game. No way.
I'm surprised it isn't actually. Like the amount of fashion sims there are, we don't have pregnant Dracula's Moonlight Boutique. I said that wrong. Boutique. Bouquets are for flowers.
All right, homie. My next one is LSD Dream Emulator. This is on PlayStation 1 only. Genre was surreal exploration. Navigate dreamlike environments based on one developer's actual dream journal. No clear goals, just vibes.
I can see that being real. And I'm going to lock that in right now.
That is real.
I didn't play that one, by the way. I didn't play that.
It sounds cool.
Also, I'm really, really shocked the Killer 7 poll. Like, I'm so happy. I haven't thought about that game in years. I'm going to be thinking about it forever now.
I was digging through an archive to find my real games.
I got you. All right, we got Mr. Mosquito, PlayStation 2 game where you play as a mosquito and annoy a family.
That's real.
Yeah, you probably know for a fact that that's real, huh?
It's on my list. That's why I know that's real.
Damn it.
All right. I was trying to dig the archives.
I'm mad now.
Okay. What about Cursed Checkout? It's a grocery store simulator. Genre is horror sim. Scan cursed items, avoid angry spirits in aisle 6, and try to make it to closing time with all of your sanity intact.
Dog, I'm going to tell you right now, all the games that we play, if this is real, we're playing it tomorrow.
That's valid.
But I'm also going to say that it's fake.
You locking that in?
I'm locking that in.
It is fake.
Oh, I'm so mad about that.
It sounds cool.
It sounds so cool. Okay. Hateful Boyfriend. A pigeon dating simulator.
That's got to be real.
Are you locking that in?
I am.
Are you sure you want to lock that in?
I am sure.
You are correct.
Yeah, dude. I knew that. That was too suspicious.
Oh, man.
All right, I'm going to get you on... Clown Sector X. It is a first-person shooter, and it is a horror comedy-styled game. Neon lit shooter where you reload with honks, balloons, and pies. Everything's a joke until it's not.
I want this to be... This is another one that I really want to be real. If there are any indie devs there that really want to make a quick buck on two people, make the games that are fake. I swear to God.
Legitimately, I would buy all of them.
I don't play fashion simulators, but I will play the hell out of Pregnant Dracula.
A little bit of
pregnant Dracula. I'm gonna say that this one's fake.
It is fake. Oh, just drop my pen.
I'm so sad about that.
Me too. It sounds fun.
It does. It does sound fun.
You got
Okay.
for me.
Tractor Ballet 64, an agricultural rhythm game where you choreograph balletic tractor routines to classical music.
That's
Cult
fake.
following among rural rave teens.
That's fake. I only say
What?
that's fake because I'm confident that rhythm games didn't really start hitting like their vibe until Parappa the Rappa.
This one's real.
No shot.
I'm kidding. It's
No
fake. I'm
shot.
kidding. I'm kidding. It's fake. It's fake. It's fake.
I said there's no way, dude.
it it does say came out in 98. Parappa came out in like what, 2000?
If not a little before that.
If not a little before that.
All right, I'm gonna hit you with Punky Skunk. This came out on the PlayStation 1. It's a platformer, 2D side scroller featuring a punk themed skunk battling evil badgers across weird and colorful levels.
Please God be real. I'm gonna say real because I really want it to be real.
That is real.
Yes! I'm playing it. I'm playing it. Catch me on Twitch playing that.
That is real.
I'm so happy about that.
The old Punky Skunk.
Punky Skunk. All right, we got Bark Souls, The Rough of the Abyss, PC only, a grid mark dog themed Souls like where you are a cursed corgi knight battling canine deities.
That's fake. Dark Souls from Soft would be all over them, dude. They're all cool with like Souls-like games, but there's no shot they're cool with somebody completely ripping it off and making a joke out of it. That's got to be fake.
That is fake.
Yeah, there's no way. FromSoft would have been eating them from the inside out.
If you didn't go with FromSoft would sue them, you should know that if I found a game called Bark Souls, I would have told you about it.
No, I know, dude. Something about a game where you play as a corgi just sits right with the old noggin.
Absolutely.
Okay. The Churro Rebellion. It's a tax strategy food wars game. You lead a revolutionary churro faction against oppressive flan overlords in Desertonia.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna annihilate them flan people.
Flan
There's
people.
something racist about that. I don't know.
I don't
what it is.
I don't
We'll
know what
figure
a
it out.
flan is. I'm not gonna lie to
I'm
you.
not sure what a flan is either, but that's real.
That's fake.
Ah,
That's also the first one you've gotten wrong.
I know, dude. I was going for a perfect game, dude. I'm so mad.
Yeah, that is the first one you've gotten wrong.
I'm sad about that.
What you got?
Skatebird, a skateboarding game starring tiny birds on desks and books.
I want that to be real. I want that to be real bad. But I'm getting the vibe that it's fake. Because I feel like I would have already played it if there's a skateboarding bird game.
Are you locking in that it's fake?
Yeah, I'm calling in fake.
That one, and you should be really happy about this, is real.
Hell yeah, dude. You get to play a skateboard game? All this is telling me all the games I need to get.
That's a really good point.
Dude, I'll match you 1 for 1. Radical Rex. It's a platformer. A skateboarding, fire-breathing dinosaur embarks on a tubular quest to save his world.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, I've played that.
Have you?
I have played that.
Okay. So you're saying it's real?
I'm saying it's real because I played that.
It is real.
I've never played it.
I know. I know for a fact that you never played it. It was only on Sega.
How do you know?
Because it was on Sega. You ain't had no Sega?
I didn't have a Sega, but one of my babysitters had a Sega.
My baby mama rich.
The first time I played Perfect Dark was on a Sega at this dude's house.
You had a dude babysitter?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Well, it was a couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you got for me?
Chex Quest. A Doom clone where you battle slimy, cereal-hating aliens called Flemoids. Using a Zork gun.
That's fake. There's too much detail.
Too much detail?
Yeah.
That's real.
Nah.
That's real.
What? That feels like it would be
I don't
fake because of the Zork gun. Dude, the Zork gun is what made me think it was fake for sure.
I don't want to give too much away, but real.
I'll trust you. I can't read that, but I'll trust you.
Oh. Yeah, it says honorable mention, check quest, real game, exclamation mark. But if you want to pretend it's fake, I didn't want to pretend it was fake.
Okay.
That one is real.
How about Dandruff Dungeon? It's a dungeon crawler and body horror game. You shrink into a giant scalp and battle flake monsters, rogue lice, and the shampoo knight.
Dog. I'm saying fake, but I want it to be real.
You locking in fake?
I'm locking in fake.
It is fake.
Oh, I'm mad at all of these that are fake, dude.
It sounds fun.
That sounds so fun. Okay, I got Cactus Cowboy, Plants at War. A failed desert warfare shooter featuring talking succulents.
What did it come out on?
Oculus.
That's fake.
Yeah, that's fake.
They had a bunch of junk on the Oculus, but there ain't no way that that's a thing.
Yeah, that's fake.
um,
It also gave me a lot of info on that one that
yeah.
I just didn't need. I was trying to like dance around all the fake info.
I've got Hamster Core Rise of the Rodents next on my list. It's a rhythm action rodent punk game. You battle waves of cats and humans to hardcore music as an underground hamster freedom fighter.
That one's got to be real.
You logging that in?
I'm locking in real.
That's fake.
Ah, all right. That's two.
Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool though?
That'd have been so cool. That'd have been so cool. Okay. Frog Fractions, a math game that becomes a psychedelic fever dream.
That's real.
You have it on your titles, don't you?
I don't. That feels very real.
That one is real, yes.
No, you sniped one of mine so far, and I'm pretty sad about it. Okay. I've got Orb Cop Dimensional Traffic Violation Unit. This is a sci-fi action sim game. You patrol interdimensional portals and find travelers for illegal temporal merges and reality damage.
I'm gonna say fake.
You logging that in?
I'm logging that in.
That's fake.
All right. Where'd my cat go?
To your right somewhere. It was on the bed.
Oh. Oh, she's underneath me. Hi, baby. Okay, I have Perfect Date, a cat-themed visual novel dating sim.
That's gotta be real. That's another Japanese made one, dog. That's gotta be real.
That one is real, yes.
Yeah, dude. I know too many people that I've played League with that are into that kind of junk. I've got Princess Tomato in the Salad Kingdom. It's an adventure visual novel game. You navigate a kingdom of anthropomorphic vegetables in a quest to defeat Minister Pumpkin and save Princess Tomato.
I'm gonna say real because there's no way somebody
Has what?
hasn't made a game like that.
You're locking in real?
I'm locking in real.
That is a real game.
I knew it. I know my people.
My people.
All right, we got My Name is Mayo, a game where you click on a mayo jar. That's it.
That's real. That's gotta be real.
That is real.
Yeah, dude. That feels like a game. I had I Am Bread on my original list. Changed it.
Yeah, I threw that one in for just some funsies.
I'm gonna catch you on Real Estate Hero Flip or Die. It's a roguelike survival sim. You survive in a zombie apocalypse by flipping houses, upgrading kitchens, and dodging hordes with your open floor plans that you plan to sell to survivors.
Once again, if this is real, I'm playing it tomorrow. But I'm saying fake.
It is fake.
See? Even when I'm right, I'm sad. All right, we got Keyboard Commandos, Control Alt Destroy, a high octane typing game where every keystroke is a bullet.
That's fake.
That is fake.
I would. I had weighed in my head if I would like to play that or not, and I was like, yeah, I would. And I was like, that can't be real. Okay. What
Yeah, that one
about?
is fake.
Let's go with Stretch Panic. This is an action puzzle game. You stretch the world and your magical scarf to solve puzzles and battle bizarre bosses.
Fake.
That's real.
I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy about that. All right. We got Super Duper Galaxy Dumpster Fire, a post-apocalyptic space trash management sim where you're the last janitor aboard Earth's orbital landfill.
That's fake. That sounds
That's
really
real.
fun. No shot.
No, that's fake. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so there's no way. That sounds way too fun to be real.
I like the name of it though. Super Duper
Yeah.
Galaxy Dumpster Fire.
Yeah, the name's cool.
The name is very
Um,
cool.
we got Tale of the Sun. This is a survival sandbox game. A prehistoric human tries to build a mammoth tower by wandering the wilderness and eating to evolve.
That's real.
You think so?
I'm locking in. That's real.
You think?
Yes.
That is real.
Once again, I'm playing that tomorrow. All right, we got Snaky Bus, a surreal game that's part snake, part bus driving chaos.
That's gotta be fake.
You locking in fake?
I am.
That's real.
I don't want to play that.
I do want to play that.
That don't sound that fun.
That sounds fun. I don't know what you're talking about.
Um,
You want some bullshit if you don't think that's fun.
let's hit Aquanauts Holiday. This is an exploration relaxation game. Explore the ocean floor, interact with sea life, and discover underwater secrets in a stress-free environment.
See, I don't want to play that, so I'm not going to play this tomorrow. But I'm saying that's real.
It is real.
All right. BC Brawl, Caveman Courtship Crisis, a prehistoric dating slash fighting hybrid.
That's fake.
You saying it's fake?
I am.
You gotta lock that in?
I am. Dating
You
some
sure about
people
that?
and fighting people don't mix.
You locking that in?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, it's fake.
Yeah. Dating some people and fighting game people are not the same people.
Really?
Yeah.
Mass Effect?
That ain't a fighting game. That's not like Tekken.
Mass Effect,
It ain't a beat 'em up.
The Witcher.
That ain't a beat 'em up either.
Dog,
I'm
you getting squirrely, all right? You getting
getting
squirrely.
score. My logic was not flawed.
I don't know, man.
Um, we're gonna rip on a Rogue Warrior. It's a tack shooter. You play as a real Navy SEAL, filled with profanity and sloppy mechanics, voice acted by Mickey Rourke.
I'm saying real.
That's real.
You throw in Mickey Rourke, dude, that's gotta be
Mickey Rourke's the selling point for you.
Mickey Rourke's a selling point, yes. Okay. I got all the ones that have descriptions, so the next ones don't have good descriptions. So I'm very sorry about that. But we went through all my ones that have descriptions.
Okay.
But don't, and you're gonna have to censor this one, I'm very sorry. Don't your pants.
That's real.
That is real.
I've watched somebody play that.
Damn it.
You
Okay.
have to spam the bejesus out of a button not to your pants. I've watched somebody play it. You have to like hammer click to avoid it. All right. I've got Typing of the Dead. It's a typing rail shooter. It's House of the Dead 2, but instead of shooting zombies with a gun, you defeat them by trying absurd phrases like gibbering wombat or fluffy justice at high speed.
That's fake.
That's real.
Really?
That's real.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I lied. I do have a couple more with so. Who's your daddy? Meme fuel where a baby tries to off itself and its dad has to stop it.
I've played that. I've actually played that. That's
Dog,
real.
I really thought that one was gonna get you. I'm sad. Is this how you felt when I said I played Killer 7? Is this how you felt right here? I'm very
Yeah,
sad
dude.
about that. All right.
I've actually played that.
Cool.
Super fun, by the way.
I bet it is.
You, Chad, and I should definitely get into that one day. It's really fun.
We can do that. I'm down for that.
My next one is Irritating Stick. It's a puzzle precision game based on a Japanese game show where you guide a metal stick through a narrow maze without touching the edges while being screamed at. It's stressful, loud, somehow real.
I'm going fake.
That's real.
Oh my god, I'm doing bad now. This is how Big J Okerson feels in Story Wars.
Rip.
Goose with a gun. Panic in the park. I don't
That's
have a
fake.
description for that one.
That's fake.
Yeah, it's fake.
Comeback season.
He says.
I got Operation Midnight Echo. Stealth tactical espionage game. Set in the near future Eastern Europe, you play as a deep cover operative using sound wave cloaking tech to infiltrate enemy black sites. It features a branching morale system and customizable gadgets from the creators of Shadow Trigger.
Oh god, I'm locking in real because I want it to be. That sounds so fun.
That's fake.
There was too much information. There was too much information. Ninja Baseball Batman. Obscure arcade beat 'em up.
That's real.
Go on.
I've played that.
Have you?
No.
Oh.
No, but that it felt like the same thing as like the dishwasher kind of vibe, or like Super Meat Boy. Like the title was the same,
I got you.
like
I got you. Yeah.
alliteratively.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Steel
let me forget that.
Vesper, Echoes of the Iron Rain. In a crumbling dystopia ruled by AI warlords, sorry, you pilot the last sentiment mech Vesper to reclaim the lost cities and uncover your pilot's forgotten past.
I'm gonna say fake.
You locking that in?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fake.
Yes. Yes. All right, we have Cheeseborg, a spoof of RoboCop, where you play as a cheese cyborg.
That's fake.
That is fake.
That felt
I'm calling a
incredibly fake.
timeout. I'm calling a timeout. These ones that don't have descriptions, I'm trying to make them up on the fly, and I'm not creative enough.
um, we're at 21 each. Let me see where we're at on score here. So you have answered 21 of mine. I've answered 22 of yours. That being said, you have gotten 15 correct. So you're 15 of 21. And I have gotten 17 correct of your 22.
So you're in the lead.
Yes. Would you like to continue this, or would you like to move on to like describe that game poorly or some kind of vibe like that? Or we can let ChatGPT describe games for us poorly.
We can let ChatGPT do it. That way
Yeah,
we
I'm
can
down for
both
that.
guess. Yeah, let's do that. Make sure you tell it not to give you the title.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pop up a screen share here. See if I actually know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Sorry, that was aggressive.
No, you're fine.
Excuse me.
Okay. We're still working. Yeah, everything's still recording. Okay. Plug. Oops. You wake up in a depressing house, everyone speaks in sighs, and your main weapon is your feelings? You spend most of the game walking slowly and ruining perfectly good flowers. Guess the game.
Wow, ChatGPT. I have no idea.
I have no idea. You wield a magical implement powered by sadness, ride a fuzzy creature that looks like a cursed marshmallow, and fight enemies called things like Snaggleblurts in a world made of heartbreak and watercolor.
Dog, I have no idea. Oh my god.
Concrete Genie, 2019 for PS4. Wild.
Wild. You play as a bullied kid who brings a polluted, abandoned town back to life by painting vibrant graffiti with a magic brush. That's good.
You're a tiny guy in a big
Um,
world doing unpaid manual labor for a spaceship that broke because you crashed it. You spend your days tossing colorful minions at giant bugs and vegetables while a timer stresses you out the whole time. Is this like Pikmin?
that sounds like Pikmin. I've never played Pikmin, but I'm gonna guess that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, all
Captain
right.
Alamar. Oh, 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 that's fine. I don't care. You're a guy who's really good at throwing axes and yelling. Somehow you end up traveling through multiple game worlds, collecting weird hats and fighting an angry sky jellyfish boss while your fashion sense gets judged by a talking flower.
Man, the Sky Jellyfish boss makes me really want to guess Demon Souls, but I don't think so.
Close in tone, but not quite. It's way more colorful and goofy, with lots of pop culture references, and the art style's kind of cartoony. Could this be like, what's that Rick and Morty
Um, yeah,
game?
I was just thinking that.
High on Life.
High on Life.
Not High on Life. Here's a bigger hint. The game's main character's signature weapon's an axe, but the real highlight is jumping between wildly different themed game worlds. One's a pirate island, another's a Candyland, and the whole thing is bursting with humor and bizarre characters.
I want to play this.
You got another guess, though?
I don't, but I really want to play this.
Dude, I don't know.
Yo.
Got it!
Okay.
Got it!
All right. There you go.
You wander around a spooky, empty town with a flashlight, talking to ghosts who keep repeating the same creepy lines. Sometimes you run away from weird shadow monsters, but mostly you just wait for creepy music to tell you what to do next.
Oh, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Yeah,
Hold
dude,
up.
I'm holding and I'm holding up.
Um, what was that called? What was that called? Murdered. Sole suspect. Oh.
Here's a hint. It's a survival horror classic that popularized using a flashlight as your main defense against supernatural threats in a deserted town called Silent Hill. I want you to explain to me why you can't tell me it's Silent Hill.
Okay. Yeah, it's Silent Hill. Scroll up. Scroll up. Yeah, that is a really good way to describe Silent Hill poorly. Even I didn't know it.
You're a dude who's obsessed with throwing knives at people while running around in neon pajamas. The goal is to get into increasingly ridiculous parties, knocking out everyone in your way without anyone noticing. Sometimes you disguise yourself as a pizza delivery guy.
Hitman.
For real?
Hitman.
That's funny.
It was the describe yourself as a pizza delivery guy that got me.
You play as a detective who loves anime haircuts and oversized guns. You spend most of your time exploring a neon lit city, blasting robots and yelling dramatic one liners while your crazy girlfriend keeps showing up to mess things up.
Catherine? No. No, 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 not Catherine. I don't
I have
know.
no idea.
I have no idea.
The game is a cult classic from the early 2000s, developed by Platinum Games, known for its over-the-top style, ridiculous action, and a title that sounds like a direction on a compass. That's an anime, but actually a direction plus a number. The main character is known for its wild antics and colorful personality. The game blends crazy humor with stylish combat.
I don't know.
Viewtiful Joe.
I've played that. It's been a hot minute, but
I've not. You're a giant purple dragon who's just chilling in the fantasy world, collecting shiny
Spyro.
rocks and beating up other animals. Sometimes you bounce on things, and occasionally you have to race around on a giant beach ball.
Spyro.
You're a super grumpy space marine who can't catch a break. Every few seconds, you either fight off aliens or accidentally punch a demon in the face. Also, there's a lot of running around hallways and explosions. I changed my mind.
Not Halo. Doom.
Yeah. I changed my mind as soon as I typed in Halo and got the demons. You're a guy who talks to plants and animals, but mostly just waters crops and awkwardly flirts with pixelated villagers. Sometimes you dig up dirt or mine rocks, and if you get too tired, you just take a nap.
Minecraft? Either Minecraft or what was the other one? Super popular. Stardew. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You're basically a professional parkour runner who likes to shoot people. Whole world is a shiny, bright city
Here's
with lots
Edge.
of walls.
God, I'm killing it right now.
You're a grumpy dude who spends most of the game yelling at people, punching pigeons, and causing general mayhem around a weird, blocky city. Occasionally, you steal cars or just cause chaos for fun.
I want to say
Punching
GTA, but
pigeons?
you can't punch pigeons. I don't know.
Not GRA, dummy. Yeah, GTA.
And yes, that's exact. Okay, yeah, cool.
You're a blue blob with an attitude problem who runs fast. Collect Sonic.
Sonic.
You're a super serious soldier dude who keeps getting caught in wild time loops, fighting the same battles over and over, but somehow wearing really cool suits and gadgets.
Time Crisis.
It was famous for mind-bending time loops, futuristic stealth, and high-tech augments. I feel
Deus
like
Ex.
is that what that game's called? Yeah.
Never played Deus Ex.
Teenage kid who somehow ends up running around a mysterious island full of giant robots and ancient secrets. You solve puzzles, fight, and try to figure out why everything's so weird.
Yeah, I have no idea. Zero clue.
Action adventure with heavy focus on exploration, environmental storytelling. Giant robots are kind of like guardians or creatures you can climb on.
Oh, what was that called? I can picture it. The game that Adam Sandler played in
In what?
Rain on Me.
I don't know.
No.
No, I'm getting more.
Shadow of the Colossus. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. I was thinking of The Last Guardian. You're a treasure hunter who spends half the game solving puzzles in ancient. What's that game?
All right.
Next.
Well, that's definitely Super Mario.
You're a guy with a chainsaw for an arm. Brother. What?
Hail to the king, baby. I didn't play that one.
Because I didn't put Evil Dead Hail to the King because I said Evil Dead.
No, you got it right.
Silent Space Explorer accidentally crashes on a creepy alien planet where you try to survive by mining resources, fighting strange creatures, and upgrading your gear, all while unraveling the planet's secrets.
Oh,
I never played it, I was
I played
guessing.
that too.
The guy who wakes up with no memory in a spooky town where everyone acts a little too friendly. Also, there's a big mystery involving a haunted hotel, cults, and a very creepy bear. Is this, this?
We Happy Few? Maybe. I haven't played that in a hot minute. I need to play that again. Nice. That was a good game. I need to play that again.
You're a cyborg ninja with a weird sword who can slice enemies into tiny pieces while climbing walls and performing ridiculous acrobatic moves in a futuristic city full of neon lights.
Like, this is something you should know. And it's not Cyberpunk.
Fast-paced combat and main character's iconic blade. This is Ninja Gaiden.
Nice. Nice.
You're on a farm, but instead of just planting crops, you have to manage relationships with quirky townsfolk, fight monsters underground, and juggle a weird calendar full of festivals. What's that other game the kids play? It's on Switch.
I have no idea. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta run to the bathroom.
Man, I can't remember what that game's called. It's not Stardew Valley, but it's cartoony. My nieces play it. Not Animal Crossing, right? But it's like Animal Crossing. Hint, please. Cozy indie farming since become a massive hit since 2016 compared to Harvest Moon with the modern twist can marry characters. Is this not Animal Crossing? What's that game called? Oh my gosh. Gosh, that's gonna kill me. Because I know it. That's what's making me so upset about it. Is I know this. Is it Animal Crossing? Am I being dumb? Dude, I don't even know. Is it? I don't know what this game is. Is it that? Stardew Valley, dude. Space Explorer crashes on a weird airplane where you collect weird glowing rocks and giant bugs so they figure out how to get home. Dude, I don't know. Please refine these to AAA games. Okay, so one I think is Death Stranding. A gruff dude with a beard chops down trees and makes forts while some angry green guy smashes everything around him. Also, you fight giant monsters to save the world. Giant green guy smashes everything around him. I don't know. A wizard with a lightning scar has to go to school full of weird. That's Harry Potter. You're stuck in a dark, gloomy castle full of bad guys and creepy traps. The only way out is to get really good at dying and trying again. That has to be Dark Souls. You drive around a futuristic city, stealing cars, flying helicopters, causing mayhem while trying to survive a crooked government and angry gangs. That has to be Crackdown. Then we'll wait on good old Zach Boy to give me what number 2 is, because I know he knows it. A gruff dude with a beard chops down trees and makes forts.
I don't know it.
Really?
Also, I didn't realize that I was muted. I have that is.
Do you agree with me on the rest of them?
I do, yeah. Not Dark Souls, but we can keep that
You
just in
don't
case.
think?
But I don't think no, but we can keep it. Oh, okay. Dark Souls, God of War. Okay.
Give me mower. Running a city causing chaos will dress like a cartoon plumber, jumping on bad guys and collecting coins. Futuristic soldier with glowing visor fights aliens while yelling a lot in space corridors.
Not Halo.
Huh?
Halo?
That's
Maybe
what I
not.
thought. Vampire guy and his sister go on an endless castle crawl to beat Castlevania. Guy wakes up from a coma and punches bad guys in a neon lit city full of secrets. You got that one?
Manhunt? Sorry, is it Winds of Plague on that 2008 shit?
You build forts by smashing trees and fight to be the last one standing with colorful weapons and dance. That's Fortnite. Mario, Halo,
Cyberpunk.
Castlevania. I was right on all of them. Yeah, yeet. More,
Good shit.
please. A spiky blue thing races around Sonic.
That's Sonic.
You're a bounty
Yeah.
hunter with a fancy gun and a jetpack fighting off robots and space pirates.
I really want to say Ratchet and Clank, but I don't think so.
No.
Bounty Hunter is what's getting me.
What was that Star Wars game?
Battlefront?
No. There's one of them called the Bounty Hunter, but the character's name.
Boba?
Soldier in green armor explores alien worlds, fighting huge monsters and rescuing people. Is that not also Halo?
There's too many soldiers in green armor.
Stealthy assassin
Stealthy
jumps off
assassin jumps
rooftops and
up
sneaks through
rooftops.
cities. Yeah.
Oh, that's Assassin's Creed. Yeah, Jurassic Park. Sonic, Boba Fett.
Destiny.
Destiny. Okay. Halo, Assassin's Creed, Jurassic Park. Okay.
New batch. Make it tricky. This will be our final one, and then we'll end it.
Sounds
You play a
good.
future soldier with a glowing sword and a serious thing for parkour, trying to save the world from glitchy invaders who really love bugs. They made it a lot trickier. Giant space
Yeah.
octopus sends you on a wild treasure hunt across galaxies while you awkwardly chat with your sarcastic AI buddy. Sneak around ancient cities while dressed like a really fashionable bird, stabbing people in historical fashion shows. You're stuck on a haunted island where every puzzle is solved by yelling at ghosts and deciphering ancient coffee stains. An outlaw biker gangs up with a group of very particular dragons to win a very... Dude, I don't know any of these.
I don't know any of those.
Game is known for its fast-paced movement. A sequel coming out soon. The glowing is actually an energy blade called the Energy Sword. Is it Halo? Again?
Again? There's no way.
It's part of a legendary sci-fi shooter franchise and involves hunting down ancient alien artifacts.
That one I don't know.
Space galaxies awkwardly chat with your sarcastic AI buddy. That
Well, that
has to
one
be
might
Destiny.
You think? Again?
Yeah. Yeah. The stealth game series is famous for its hidden blade. Mother, what? That's dumb.
It's just giving us the same ones again. No, it's not. Never mind.
Yes.
My bad.
That's verifying. It's full of mysteries, and the game is a cult classic known for its eerie atmosphere and puzzles. Is that like Amnesia? No, because you don't yell at ghosts. Outlaw biker. This one's a bit wild. It's an action RPG starring a rough biker and dragons, but the cooking contest is a joke about the game's fiery combat.
Well, apparently, you talk to ghosts in Silent Hill, so Silent Hill for the fourth one.
You play a biker and dragons? Dude, I don't know. Brother. You're time-bending outlaw caught in a city where reality is warped by your own memories.
I think 2 is Fallout. Fallout 4.
Jumping between 1960s spy missions and surreal dreamscapes, you unravel a global conspiracy with a psychedelic twist. Is that Metal Gear?
Metal Gear 3 specifically.
Legendary thief dons a mask and navigates Renaissance Italy, balancing stealth, parkour, and political intrigue.
Fucking Assassin's Creed again.
Yeah. You pilot a giant mech to save Earth from an alien invasion. It's mech. Oh, that might be Titanfall. You're a time-bending outlaw caught in a city where reality is warped by your own memories.
That one I have no idea.
A time-bending outlaw. The time-bending has me cooked. Quantum Break.
Quantum Break.
Fallout 4. No One Lives Forever. Assassin's Creed 2. And Titanfall. See, I said it could have been Titanfall. I was just not being confident in it.
I gotcha.
But, okay. I think we'll confidently end that one there. As always, you know, be nice to somebody. The stuff that, whatever it is that he always says at the end of them.
Hang on.
Even if that somebody's yourself. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, please. There you go. Save the bees, punch Nazis. Because, you know, that rhymes if you say it right. Yeah, just be cool. We got our first comment the other day, and that was pretty jazzed. Somebody was worried about the state of our mental health, I guess. I think we're pretty all right. We're pretty happy. We're pretty fun guys. But
I think so. I don't
yeah,
think I
like,
got any
comment, subscribe. Sorry, go ahead.
I said I don't think I got any issues, but yeah, like, comment,
Yeah.
subscribe, do the thing.
Yeah, share
a
with
good
your
day.
friends, man. Have a good day.